What's up, everybody? Welcome to ETR's NBA DFS Injury Analysis Show, Game 4 of the Finals Edition. I'm your host for the day, Sam Jaffrinia, joined, of course, by Mike Gallagher. Mike, how you doing today?
Doing good. You and I had a hike today. It was getting hot up out here in Phoenix, but yeah, good little day. Could be the last show of the season, as Kilovich had noted in chat. Pretty crazy, man. Definitely rooting for Game 5. It's been fun. Yeah, it was kind of weird writing. Every time the season's about to end, it's like, oh man, won't write matchups for a while. Won't listen to pressers for a while. It's going to be a whole new world for me, and you too, which we talked about, which I'm not really ready for yet.
Yeah, you laid it right. Kind of crazy, this potentially being the last one. So we'll see, though. Maybe the Mavs can give us a Monday injury show today, too. But let's get right into it. We'll start on the Boston side, where Kristaps Porzingis is listed questionable with his left posterior tibialis dislocation. What are your notes for Porzingis and the Celtics as a whole?
Yeah, so obviously Porzingis is the big one. We've seen him get some shots up. We saw him get ruled out early in Game 3. Kind of somewhat surprising that he was ruled out that quickly. But the messaging has been pretty doom and gloom, I would say. Missoula said it's up to the medical staff, and Casey basically has no input, paraphrasing a bit there. And KP, compared to his teammates at practice yesterday, who were in full gear, they had the jerseys on with their numbers on. KP was just wearing white shirt, white shorts, didn't have his gear on. Very little to see of, no contact, basically just shooting jumpers. He's walking around fine, but as everyone knows, walking and playing NBA basketball are two very different things. So sounds like he's out. We did hear Joe Mazzulla say he's going to be game time. Kind of don't believe him. But yeah, we'll see. It sounds, we have him projected out right now, but we could be wrong. We usually would project him in, but given the messaging, given how he was ruled out early, and just the way he was listed, it kind of seems like they're just, and the fact that they're up 3-0, right? Just like, don't chance it. So it seems like he's going to sit here, which would bring Xavier Tillman into the mix. Somewhat surprised to see him play and play pretty well in those minutes there. Hit the big three late in the third. So yeah, obviously he's in a good spot. Hauser's been awesome. We said it on the hike today. He's the sixth man of the finals so far with his play. So he's kind of locked into good minutes. And then as you see on the screen, 42 for Derek White. That's a lot for him. Obviously, the Jays are going to be in for 40. Al Horford held up with his 37 minutes. He'll play a pretty good bit again. Obviously, Holiday. So, yeah, most likely running back 8 if Porzingis does miss.
For sure, yeah, and agreed with you there. We were talking this morning about what to do for projections wise, but just seems like with everything around, and you think up 3-0, like you were saying, just feels like he's set to miss. But if he does end up playing, what are you thinking, minutes wise and kind of role wise for him if he does return?
Yeah, we have him at 18 if he did play, so that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, I just think that the in-game risk is too high. They're not going to play him 24 plus, I feel like. So I think if he runs perfect, he's playing like 22, 23, but he might only even play 10. So, maybe even our 18 could be hot. We'll see. But yeah, again, we're projecting him out for now. So.
All right, for sure. And then let's move on to the Mavs side, where Luka Doncic is listed probable with his thoracic contusion, fully expecting him to be in, obviously. What are your notes for the Mavs?
Yeah, he's getting pain shots. We say in the last 2 games he's had, pain-killing injections. We'll see if he gets it again. Obviously, his defense and the fouling was quite wild. As I noted on the pod, he's played 448 games in his NBA career, and this is the first time he fouled out in regulation. So, yeah, and he just looks awful defensively. I saw NBA TV kind of like strung some stuff together, and him just like, hey, get my man, just pointing, getting killed in pick and roll. So, yeah, the defense is a problem. Certainly wear and tear there. The Achilles he's had, the knee he's had. We talked about all year, his like left leg he had like all season, like left knee, left quad, left ankle, his right leg. All his legs are just battered on top of this, chest injury that is. He had to get a pain-killing shot, man. Like, this isn't made-up stuff. So you can make a case it's affecting him. Besides that, should note, Jason Kidd said that he's using too much energy on offense, which struck me as an interesting quote. So we'll see if, Kyrie, who ran even with him on ball handling, which is very unusual, partly a function of him fouling out. But, usually Luka's like 2, 3, 4 minutes away from Kyrie from a ball handling standpoint. But yeah, there's that. Obviously, Kyrie's going to play a ton. We've got 42.5 minutes on Kyrie, the highest projection we've ever had on him from a minutes standpoint, probably by like 1.5. We don't usually put Kyrie up there, but he has to play a lot, partly because they got no answers, man. Tim Hardaway Jr., he stepped in with 4 minutes left for Luka. As I mentioned on the pod, I had my slip ready to go when Luka's foul got reviewed because I knew it was going to be a bad player coming in. So we don't know if he's going to play. Commentary from Jason Kidd saying that they're hopeful, quote unquote, that they could find Dante Exum minutes. I feel pretty strongly he's going to play today. Obviously, Derek Lively was really the star of the show besides Kyrie. Expect him to kind of carry, upper 20s minutes again. Gafford did not play well again as usual. And then really another big story, a big surprise was Derek Jones Jr. really getting nuked in favor of Josh Green. I think that makes some sense. At least Josh Green can handle a little bit. I think that's kind of the reasoning there. And again, like we've been saying, Derek Jones Jr. and Maxi Kleber are getting blown by every which way. So their defense isn't giving you anything. So like, why not play a more offensively capable player to at least help out? And as I've been saying, this team has to score 100. They've got to do it. That's the only way they're going to win a game. So, but yeah, expecting the same starting lineup. I wouldn't be shocked if they do start Lively just to mix it up because they're kind of getting embarrassed from an offensive standpoint. I think Maxi Kleber is dead. I think Hardy's dead. So I think the bench is probably going to be obviously Lively or Gafford, Green, Exum. I think it's 8. So that's kind of my thoughts. Where you at on hashtag Exum night?
I don't know. It's hard to take, any stances on this bench. We're looking at the box score here, 11 deep. All got minutes in the first half. Like you can tell, Kid is just searching, for anything. And like you were saying, I think, I can understand where he's trying to go with the Tim Hardaway Jr. minutes. Like you were saying, they just need offense so bad, and he should be one of the guys you can count for. But the last 4 games he's played, he just hasn't scored. He's clearly confidence is not there. So. Yeah, I think if I had to lean away, Exum, like you were saying with the quotes, it seems like it makes sense, but like we've seen so far in this finals, I don't even think Kid really knows exactly where he's going. So something definitely to look out for. But I think one thing in particular I think we'll all agree on is these maxi minutes are just trending down slowly, and he's just not giving them enough. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's really cut down like we saw last game again.
Yeah, and should note too, you see 46 minutes of Gafford and Lively. Those 2 minutes were actually PJ at center with Derek Jones Jr., Josh Green, the guards, and not Maxi, which we haven't really seen much of. So, yeah, I honestly feel like Maxi is the most dead of anyone. There's just no reason to play him. He's useless on defense. He can't shoot. He's giving you no handling. There's zero reason to play him right now.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see what cards Kid pulls tonight. But if I had to guess, I would guess Tim Hardaway Jr. will not be getting the same 19 minutes again after that performance. So
yeah,
we'll see how that
pretty
goes.
Much grand open and grand close in. We thought he was going to play a couple games ago, and he didn't. And then this time he did. So yeah, pretty tough sell. Just disaster on defense, and he can't make shots. He's cold, and like I said, I tweeted about it. I talked about it on the pod. Dante Exum second in catch and shoot efficiency on the year behind Joe Ingles, second in above the break 3 efficiency behind drumroll Aaron Wiggins. That's what they need. They need up above the break shooting, and they need catch and shoot stuff badly. Dante Exum over the course of the year, he's basically the best at that. Obviously, small sample, one season, only 100 shot attempts on catch and shoot. But hey, what you've been doing is not working.
Yeah, maybe kids listen to the injury show right now and put some thoughts in there. But with all that being said, looking forward to this game and get us out of here, Mike, for potentially, like you're saying, last injury show of the season.
Yeah, it could be the last injury show. So I don't think you could still like I said on the pod. You could still subscribe to our stuff. You could just get a 1 day. Just get the season pass for 1 day. Dink's not here, but I think we've been running pretty good. So, hey, get a full subscription for 1 game. It'll pay for itself. Kidding aside, but really appreciate everyone. We had a lot of success this year relative to where we were last year. A lot of you guys really stuck around for the full season. We would sometimes see people trail off later on in the year. But yeah, just really, really proud of the work we've been doing on the injury show and the following and everyone who listens, just doing our best to make you guys as sharp as we can for all the bets. So definitely appreciate everyone. Hopefully we're going to be back here on Monday to talk, probably Kristaps again, and then we'll see. Hopefully nobody else gets hurt. My internet is not one. At least I'm still working here. But yeah. So you obviously great job by everyone on the team. You did a great job filling in. Obviously, you're the late, as you talked about on the hike today, just the first run projections just tilt. Shout out to Dink, shout out to Justin Fan for filling in, Mark Dankenbrigg, everyone on the Andrew Show. It's been great.
All right. Everyone enjoy the game tonight and potentially another one Monday. But if this is it, I've enjoyed too, just, filling in here and there. It's been fun talking through the games with Mike, and, we'll see if there's any more.
Yeah. And we'll be back. You and I are going to be back later today. As you could tell, I think there's some edge on this DFS slate. I'm jamming today. I joked about running an MME for the first time. I'm really excited for tonight's slate. So that'll be fun to break down from DFS perspective. As I mentioned, Dink banked it in game 3. I thought we put a lot of people into some success overall. So excited to break that down. I'm going to probably repeat most of my stances, as you could probably tell here. But yeah, really nice little edge. We don't usually get edge, but I think there's some edge today. So yeah, that'll be it for today. Sam, good job as usual, and we will catch everyone maybe Monday, maybe not. We'll have the podcast, and again, really appreciate everyone the course of the way here. So you guys take care, and we'll maybe catch you guys next time.